Today on More Than Kind, we're talking about the 5 types of reactions to stress and what you can do about it. Hi everybody, Eric Kidwell, customer service trainer, customer service speaker, and founder of morethankind.com. Today talking to you about something very near and dear to my heart, and I guess also very near and dear to my hypothalamus, stress. What do we do about stress? How do we respond to it? And I've got for you the 5 archetypes of stress reactors and what each of those types of people can do with that reaction. So the first is a mama duck. You can call it a daddy duck, but I'm actually referring to a mama duck responding to stress because of a video I saw with a mama duck. Her babies are trapped in a grate and there's people trying to help, but mama duck is helpless and she's running back and forth. That's the mama duck reaction to stress. The drama queen, again, not gender specific. Drama queen, drama king. Drama queen is just a phrase that's out there in the culture. So the drama queen is, everybody look at me, look at how stressed I am. And also a little bit accusatory, like how dare you all stress me out, the drama king. We don't want to be that person either. How do we deal with that? The stress pirate, my least favorite stress reaction, is the stress pirate. I don't have enough stress of my own, so I'm going to go and hijack your stress. I'm going to take your stress on as my own. And I don't know why we do that, but you certainly do know some stress pirates in your life. We'll talk about how to deal with that. And the stress volcano. Raise my hand a little bit here. I'm a little bit of a stress volcano. I tend to respond to stress with rumbling underground. The stress is building and it's building and it's building, and people in my life that I love and care about, they see the rumblings. And sometimes my wife will just say, I'm going upstairs, I'm going to go watch the Hallmark Channel, because she can feel what's coming next, which is the volcanic explosion of stress. I hate that about myself. So I'm going to give you some advice today about how to deal with that. I'm going to try to take this advice as well to not be a stress volcano. Number 5, the stress possum. So a possum, a cute little critter, nocturnal. The term playing possum comes from the fact that when a possum is in danger, when they face stress or fear, they play dead. They lay on the ground and hope that the danger will go away. Well, you may be a stress possum. Do you take on stress and then just put it aside and say, I'll deal with that later, or just pretend that it's not really a thing? You can't be a stress possum. How do we deal with that? So let's go through them. The mama duck. Running around, he or she running around going crazy, unfocused and helpless. So the helplessness is the key to the mama duck. How do we deal with that as a mama duck? Well, what we do is we look for help. That's the first thing you've got to do. If you are helpless with your stress, you've got to ask for help. But the first thing you've got to do is actually the first thing in all 5 of these archetypes is you've got to breathe. I want you to, next time you're stressed out, I want you to literally do this. Take 15 seconds and take 5 5-second breaths. Breathing is life. There's actually a physiological reaction that you're going to have to taking in that oxygen, and then there's another reaction you're going to have to actually just slowing down. Just slow down. Mama duck, daddy duck, slow down, and then ask for help. The drama queen, your first response needs to be the same. 5 seconds, 3 times, 15 seconds of just breathing. Let your body take that stress in and blow it out. Sometimes it helps to just literally visualize the stresses coming in. Take them in and then literally see them going out as you breathe them out. It really does help. The drama queen or drama king, you've got to have a little self-reflection after you take that breathing and say, why am I up here on this stage pronouncing my stress to everyone? First of all, everyone's got their own stresses. They don't need me to add mine to them. But also, what is it inside me that's causing me to do that? Why am I self-aggrandizing as far as something negative? Why am I saying, everyone look at me, look at how negative things are for me? Why am I doing that? That self-reflection will help you maybe stop doing that, but most importantly, deal with the stress issue that you've got. So you can stop being stressed. That's really the goal for all these, is to stop feeling that stress. The stress pirate. So what do you do if you're a stress pirate? Well, again, first thing you do is you breathe. Take in that air, put it back out. Relax. take a moment. And then you've got some really heavy self-reflection to do. A stress pirate has to ask themselves, why am I interjecting myself into someone else's stress event instead of either focusing on my own or instead of helping? You know, a fireman doesn't rush into a fire and then say, oh my gosh, everything's on fire. Well, you knew it was on fire when you went in. So if you're a stress pirate and you're jumping into a situation, you got to jump in to help. You can't be jumping in to just freak out about the fire. You've got to help out. And then do a little self-reflection about why that's important to you to be jumping into other people's stress situations. My suspicion is very often we jump into other people's stresses to deflect from our own. The stakes are much lower in other people's stresses. I've always said that. I do a lot of coaching and training, and I've been self-reflective about it, and it's easier to help other people with their problems than it is to deal with my own. I think that's probably true for everybody, but if you're jumping into other people's issues and stresses, maybe it's because you've got some fires to put out of your own. So it's easier. The stakes are lower. Think about that a little bit. Reflect while you're breathing, and then do something about it. The fourth one, the stress volcano, and goodness knows I need to take my own advice. Breathe. The good thing about being a stress volcano, if there is a good thing, is that the rumblings happen. There are rumblings there first that tell you, hey, the explosion is about to happen. You've got to recognize those first. So as soon as you feel that rumbling, 3 deep cleansing breaths. And then discharge the pressure. When the pressure is low, discharge the pressure. Organize, focus, so that you don't have a stress event that happens where there's a big explosion. That's what you do for a stress volcano and a stress possum. This is the tough one because you might be asleep. If you're stressed out about things, you may find that you just put them off because you just can't deal with it and you shut down. Well, first thing, breathe. That's what we're doing every time. Second thing, if you're a stress possum, is you got to wake up. You got to deal with that stress as it's happening because it's not going away. It's just building up and piling up and piling up. The danger is not escaping. So if you feel that way about yourself, if you feel like you tend to see those things coming at you and you shut down and play dead, you got to wake up, take some deep breaths, and attack the problem. We get stressed these days about everything. We're stressed about driving. We're stressed about the options that we have. We're stressed about time. We're stressed about money. We're stressed about life in general. The first reaction always is to breathe. That's the key to the whole thing. If you do it right now, once you turn off this video, take 3 deep cleansing breaths and watch what happens. Watch what it feels like. It really does make a difference to just breathe, and it really is that simple. The second thing to remember is that stress, in most cases, is a choice. Why are we stressed about driving to the grocery store? Why are we stressed at the grocery store about which of the 15 different kinds of yogurt can I choose? Well, it's because we have all of those choices. The stressors come at us more than ever now because we do have things to choose, like which of 15 yogurts am I going to choose? That sets off a reaction in your brain. What if I make the wrong choice? What if it should have been the Greek yogurt instead of the fruit at the bottom yogurt? Whatever it may be, those little stresses add up. So you've got to recognize that in your life and in your world and say, okay, I'm just going to breathe and pick a yogurt. I guess that's what I'm saying today is pick a yogurt. That's how we deal with stress. It's not really what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if stress is a choice, then you've got to choose your way out of it. Recognize how you deal with stress and take the appropriate approach. Start with a deep breath and then move forward based on the way you handle stress and the way you can get yourself through it. Thanks for joining me today. More lessons coming up here on our YouTube channel, and I've enjoyed talking to you. See you soon.